start at the lower end of that 3 to 10 spectrum per session volume per muscle group and see if maybe doing it a little bit more volume helps you more. And if you clearly realize it's not at some point, then hem in how much volume you're doing and focus on the other variables instead. So I think the real answer is all three of those, relative intensity, frequency, and volume, have overloading ranges. And when you're within those ranges, there's excellent questions, probably irrelevant ones, as to which a little bit more of which and a little bit more of which is better. So slightly lower frequency, slightly lower volume with slightly higher relative effort might be a really good idea. The other way, slightly more frequency, slightly more volume per session, but a little bit less relative effort, still 3RR or above, may be a good idea. But if you take one or two of those and you completely get out of the overload range or intentionally stay at the very, very bottom of it, it becomes a question as to why you're pushing the other ones very hard. And it's probably, if you took an honest assessment, you'd be like, you know what, I'm needlessly biasing my training for seemingly no good reason that I could explain to myself in the dead of night when I have to justify my existence to myself before I fall asleep.
Awesome. So getting back to the spectrum, I feel like you're kind of more like don't want to commit to either side, right? You're kind of like almost like all these variables matter to some extent, and you wouldn't be comfortable putting either volume or intensity or frequency as being like the most fundamental one, you know? Like I'm trying to see, if anything, based on that answer, I would probably push you more towards the like, it'd be better to sacrifice a little bit of intensity as long as you meet that threshold to get volume and frequency a little higher based on the research we have. Because you can go from 3 RIR to 0 RIR and not detect a difference in the literature. But you can go from, 3 sets per muscle up to 10 and actually see a difference. Or you can go from 1 workout per muscle per week to 2 and actually detect a difference. So it seems like that answer put you like slightly more in favor of like the volume and frequency over maximum effort camp. I'm trying to